Hello and welcome back to part 5, I think? Yes, it's part 5. Advanced any percent tutorial for Exploratorium. I knew that this this video is gonna be a little bit tricky, so I decided to record a pretty much optimal an optimal Exploratorium speedrun with the orb route and explain everything in the video, and at the end I'm gonna fill in the small things. So let's begin. So this is in Exploratorium. In the beginning, the first long screen is not. This is very simple. Just start by jumping in the beginning, and just make your way through this room. Just jump up, get down here. You can dust knuckle this first red beetle, but you don't have to. But you can. Then pogo that red beetle, the second one, and then these two next blocks. This green rat will automatically jump over you. So the first dust block, you just dust knuckle and then jump immediately to cancel the animation of the dust knuckle. And then continue. And right here, in this long room, is you cannot make a single mistake if you want to be on optimal cycle. So you can't make a single mistake. So right here, when I am right here, just past this dirt pile, that's when I jump up here, and exactly when I'm leveled with these blocks, or I actually look at Shovel Knight's hitbox in comparison to this big block. So when I'm exactly leveled with this one, I do 2 dust knuckles and then jump high, a full jump, to get to these next 2 blocks, and do 1 dust knuckle when I land. So it looks like this. And then directly after that, another full jump. And then when you land here, 1, 2, 3, another full jump. And then 1, 2. This rat, this green rat, if you are ahead of the rat and the rat doesn't die, then it means you are quick in this room. You might be too quick. So you might have to delay just a couple of frames, like 0.1 seconds or 0.2, to make sure that you don't get hit by the green rats that are coming up on the vertical platforms. But if this green rat dies when you're doing the last dust knuckle, that means you're perfectly on pace, so you can just keep on going to the right. I actually did that there, right there. I don't know if you saw that. I knew that I was too quick. Right there. I saw, you can see me like stopping in midair just a tiny bit. And then continue. And right here, when I see the green rat on the first green rat, when he's about to turn left again, that's when I jump it. Full jump and pogo. And then do another full jump, pogo, and then make your way into the next screen. Now in this screen, you throw an orb directly. There are several ways to do this, but you don't want to take damage. So you throw an orb directly, and then switch to dust knuckles, and when you're right here, between... This is not very precise, but when you're somewhere between here and here, do a jump so you don't get hit by the rat's explosion, and then make your way down and dust knuckle this block to speed up the frames. And right here, this plague minion, he goes back and forth here. 1, 2, 3. When he moves to the left again, right there, That's when or when you're really close to him, then you do 3 dust knuckles. Do not do 4. You don't wanna, you wanna knuckle him, and then knuckle these 2 small ones, and then this small one pulls this big one, and then jump and pogo. If you do 4 dust knuckles and then jump, you will hit this ceiling, and you will lose time. So only do 3 dust knuckles. He's dead by that point. So do 3 dust knuckles and then jump and pogo this block so you get past it. Do not stop for any gold. Let's take a look at that again in this room. And then here, you know that you're on cycle when you enter the room and the pots go up. And then you jump over, kill the Chompy, and get over here. And as soon as you get up here, this is the correct cycle. The pots have already begun going up. So when you're stepping on top of the second one pot lid, then you jump over and land on this one. And then you just run straight out to the right, and you land on this 1 pixel. On this platform, like right on the edge. So when these spikes, these 2 spike pots go up, then you jump between the pot and the lid, right here, and then go over here. I'm gonna redo this room. So go here, jump over, stand there, and then jump between, do another jump, follow that pattern, and then here just hold right, jump beneath when after this spike pot has gone up, and then continue. And that is the optimal pot cycle. Let's see, let's take a look at that again. And then just kill the Chompy. So you can actually dust knuckle one of them, but you will risk in taking damage. So just shovel attack them and continue. And by this point, it doesn't matter if you have taken damage or not. You don't need to heal, but if you want to, you can in this food plate. But if you don't have to, then don't. You don't have Conjurer's Code yet, so it shouldn't matter. And down here in this room, hold right as you're falling down. And as soon as you are running off this edge, then you do a full jump, and you pogo one of the green rats to get up here and get these 2 red gems, and then you fall down, and you make the green rat jump over you automatically. And when you're about to jump over here to this first green ledge, don't jump too early, because then you will take damage from this potion. So go as close as possible, and then jump up. And the easiest strat here is actually do a full jump from this position. So you go over here, and then you pogo around here, and then you continue to hold pogo and right. And on, I think it's on the 3rd pogo. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Directly after the 3rd pogo, this bird might be a little bit too close, so you can't hold right. So you, directly after the 3rd pogo, hold left a little bit to make sure that you don't take damage from the bird, or so you can pogo him as well. And then continue. And here, right here, where I am now, this is my visual cue. This black line on the left side of this big pot in the background. This black line, I do a jump, and it doesn't really matter where you land, but I usually land over here. Right here or here. And then you just continue hold right and pogo. And you can skip that plague minion very easily. Then you do 1 Dust Knuckle here. Only 1. If you do 2, you might lose time in the boss fight room so to get a quick kill. And this Alchemist boss has 23 health, which is the most. I think it's 23. I'm pretty sure. It is the boss that has the most hit points in the game. So right here, I'm actually looking at this potion cabinet in the background. When I pass this cabinet, when I'm about here, somewhere around here, when Shovel Knight's full hitbox, like the left side of Shovel Knight has passed this, I don't know, this thing around here. Then you do the double projectile glitch with orb. And then the first potion that he throws, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's red. And the red potion automatically gets projected back at the alchemist boss if you hit the red potion. It's the same thing when you're doing, if you're going into phase 2 of Mole Knight, when he shoots out fire, there's red fire drops that gets spit out. That's the same thing. So, but you want to have a habit of reflecting the first potion anyway, because you want to dust knuckle through alchemist boss. But you don't want to dust knuckle on the bottom and then stand in this corner and then turn around and just and then continue and then start to shovel cancel. You want to dust knuckle him through his head. So you get on top of this platform directly. So you dust knuckle twice and then turn around and then start shovel canceling. And if you get a red potion, then you're pretty much guaranteed to have a quick kill unless you mess up shovel canceling. So double projectile glitch, and then reflect that potion, the first one, and then dust knuckle twice, turn left directly after, but not completely, because otherwise you will run back right into alchemist boss and take damage, and then continue. And I didn't get a red potion, but I got the quick kill anyway, because I had a super good shovel canceling. So this is the boss once again. Drop down, projectile glitch, reflect, dust knuckle, and then continue. And here, if you don't get the quick kill, you will still be on a good cycle for the flames. And right here I actually dust knuckle the checkpoint once. And then continue, jump over. And this is the normal cycle. This is not a fast fire cycle, but I'm gonna go through it later. And right here is something that is gonna take a minute to explain. Ladder skip. When you're dropping down here, as soon as you can see this flame, be very cautious about it on the cycle that you're on. Because if you start with doing ladder skip and you turn left and take damage from the fire, you will fall down and die. So this trick is using the Chompy, manipulating the Chompy to chase after you, and then make him fly up, and then pogo the Chompy and grab the ladder above. So I just saw the fire cycle right there, which means I'm close enough. I can jump on it, and then the Chompy is now directly above me. So I turn left there, and then I jump straight up, which is a damage boost. And then here, As soon as I see him or know that he's chasing after me, you get a feeling of the distance. There's a certain distance between you and the Chompy where he's trying to chase after you. You will know that after practice. So as soon as he chases after you once, you jump right. And then he just made one dash. Like, wow. I don't know. And then... actually you can't see me here because it's 60 FPS. Let's see. So do that. And that's one dash. And right here, when you see him start to do the second dash from here to here, when he's getting close to you, that's when you jump straight up. And then you delay the pogo just a tiny bit, so you're pogoing up here. And then pogo, and then hold up left. So let's go through that again. So jump over here, turn left, jump straight up. Make him chase after you once, one dash. Jump over to the third pillar. Wait for him to do the dash, and then when he's about to do the second dash, you have to jump before that. So in the first dash, you jump straight up. Well, like when he's really close to you, and then jump up, pogo, delay the pogo, and then grab the ladder. If you fail, actually I'll go through that later. Right here in the next screen, you wanna take damage by jumping into the Chompies instead of the fire. But if you have a lot of health, it doesn't matter, because the Chompy does half a heart and the fire does a full heart. So you get up here, damage boost up here. Sometimes you don't get the damage boost up here, so you have to take damage and then you jump up and pogo them, and then jump up. Right here, slime climbers. As soon as you get up the ladder, you do a small jump. Well, it doesn't matter what you do. Just do a jump. Just jump off the ladder, whatever. And then when you're at the edge, I'm actually looking at Shovel Knight's right feet when they are like across the ledge or just at the edge of the ledge of the platform or whatever, the black line, where the black line in the background is. So somewhere between here and here, I do a small jump, a short hop, to land over here. You have to land on this platform. If you land down here, you're fucked. Then you can't do the slime climber strat. And then you do another small hop, and then a full jump, and then as soon as you get down here, you do another full jump. And then in the last full jump, don't hold pogo directly. The most common thing, and this happened to me as well, some days I got it very consistently, and some days I never got it. And the reason that I didn't get it is because I didn't delay the pogo. So because the slime climber counts the pogo as an attack, and he tries to like attack you here at the bottom, so he never follows you up. So in the last full jump, you pogo around here, like in the middle of the jump or like right before you hit the screen transition. And then you get the pogo before the screen transition, and then you get up here and dust knuckle and get up. So let's take a look at that again in real time. 2 short hops off the first ledge. Jump off the ladder, short hop, full jump, delay pogo, and then dust knuckle. And then just get past. Here you can do whatever. I like to grab the gold on the way, and this 50. Right here, this all depends on your cycle. You can jump over this Colonite instead of killing it, like I do. I always kill it. I never go for the Colonite pogo anymore. So I get on top of, depending on the pot cycle. Like if it's about to right now go up, then I actually go up instead. But if it just came down, then I actually do the damage boost of the second fire potion that you throw as the plague minion. This one. Because it always lands over here. The first throw. Because he always throws two of them. And the first throw, this one always lands here. So you can turn left here. Jump up and do a backslash. So you jump up, slash, and then after the slash you tap right. And this may oh shit. And this makes Shovel Knight I can actually show it. I can show you what it looks like. Like if you jump and hold left and tap right like this, you always turn. But if you do a shovel attack and then tap, then you keep moving, then you never turn around until the animation of the shovel attack is done. So if I jump, shovel attack, and then just hold right the entire time, it takes a while for him to turn around because the animation of the shovel attack has to finish. So this is what we use for that damage boost. This is the same technique that we use for quicker books in Pridemore Keep. So because yeah, we're damage boosting. If we want to damage boost to the right, we have to turn left. But we have to go right at the same time, so we do this. And this works. So, back to the video. So that's what I'm doing right here. A backslash damage boost. And you have to do it, you have to time it very well. Because you have to be up there. And you have to take damage right at the edge. Otherwise you won't get the damage boost up. So you'll save some frames on that as well. And then here, he tries to damage you again. So just get the hell out of there as soon as possible so you don't get hit by this one. And then here on this checkpoint, I didn't do it in this recording, but Dust Knuckle it once. Always once. If you have to heal, there's food here. In a dinner plate, there's chicken. But Dust Knuckle this checkpoint always once if you have magic. And then you pick up this one. Okay, so that's it. So now we're gonna go through the small things that I did not explain, like backups. So the first backup that I'm gonna show you is in the first long room. I don't know the real backup, but this is not actually a backup for this room because I don't know the backup in this room, but there's a backup for the pot cycles. So let's say that I spent some time here. Oh shit, oh, that was a cycle that I wanted to be up on. So this is one cycle later. So what happens now is, okay, I'm doing this. Damage boost there, and then jump over here. And then jump up here. Copy that if you happen to get that cycle. But there is one problem. The parts that goes up right now, like these ones, you can when you're running here like this, if you're too slow, then you will hit the spikes above. So if you make it through, you do this. And then continue. So I'm gonna heal here. Oh shit. Okay. Next, back up. Actually, fire cycle. That's a real backup. Here, there's not a really, like, a specific backup that you can do if you take damage. So, let's see. Oh, wow, okay. So here, fast fire cycle. Fast fire cycle is you have to move directly after this fire goes down again. So you can't go now, that's too late. Yeah, you can't wait for that to go away. You have to jump above, and then you follow the flame going down. So you were already here in the middle of that section when it has disappeared. So you jump late here. I don't know if I can explain this very well. It's gonna be more of showing, and then you'll have to copy. It's not super advanced, but you do the same thing with the first free one, the first this, as you're doing with this fire. I'm gonna get over here again. So you jump over, and then you land on this one, and then right here, in order to make this jump, you have to be on the right side of like where the torch is, but not too far left. So, because when you're jumping down here, then you have a limited time to jump right before that fire goes up again and damages you. So it looks like this. And then here, you have to jump very early, and then you get past in a good manner. Now I'm going to show you the backup for ladder skip. If you do not get ladder skip but you survive and make it to this ladder, then you're thinking, oh, I should go all the way up here and grab this food, and then you can damage boost down there and stuff. But there is if you have health, then you go straight up here and you hold the right, and you take damage from this fire, the first one. And as soon as you take damage, you hold left, and then you will land on this platform. You will be around here, falling down. And as soon as you hit this pillar, you jump straight up, delay pogo, and then pogo the Chompy, and then hold up left to get to grab the ladder. And there is a backup. This is the backup ladder skip. Most people know it by the name Ghetto Smoggy Skip, because I am basically the only one that has been using it. I actually used it for a very long time as a real strat. Even when I had world record in any %. But it is not me who made the strat, it is actually the Taiwan Ninja. So credits to Taiwan Ninja for creating the backup ladder skip. Which is like a ghetto smog, yeah, it's the ghetto smoggy skip, but it's not created by me. So, go up hold right to take damage from the fire. Hold left, and then as soon as you hit the pillar, jump straight up, delay pogo, and then pogo, and then grab the ladder. So like this. And you're up. And back up for this. Sometimes it can be really frustrating not knowing what can go wrong here for slime climbers. If you jump here and you pogo, like if you pogo there too early, the Clonite will not follow you. If you do get him to follow you, but you don't get the pogo at all, but you still have the pogo animation, that means you pogoed too late. And sometimes if you jump too short here between this first short hop and the second, if you land down here, then it's an immediate rip. You can't do it anymore. And sometimes you do this you do the first short hop correctly, but here you do a weird medium jump, like right here, and that means you won't be able to do it as well. So 2 short hops and 2 full jumps. I'm gonna kill myself so I can show it one more time. And I'm gonna show the backup in this room as well. So we're gonna reset the screen. And that. Okay. So, we're gonna continue. Backup. I actually have to kill myself again because the dust block is not up there. Nope, it's not. I actually really dislike doing this backup nowadays because I'm so used to doing slime climbers. It's actually a very annoying backup, but my version of this backup is as soon as I enter the screen, I tap left to turn around. And then actually I'm gonna kill this one so I can show you the visual cues first. When I see the wait, I actually have to look to make sure that I'm not a dumbass. Okay, good. Right when I see the I don't know, the Clonite's feet, when he's like, I'm looking at the left side of the Clonite, when he reached between these 2 black lines, like here in the middle, or like 75% of this block, like this is 0%, this is 25, this is 50, this is 75, so 50, 75, 100. So between here, that's when I do a jump, a short hop, to make him jump and cut the corner of this platform. And then when he gets down, I jump up, hold left a little bit, and then right directly after, so like this. And then after the pogo, you dust knuckle the block on top. And then you get up. And this saves approximately 7 seconds instead of going around. Okay. And then if you are on a different pot cycle, so you can't do the damage boost, then just ride it straight up. And then pogo, if you can, delay jumping off the lid, so you can jump and hit the Plague Minion on the right side, so he gets pushed down left. If you don't get him to, if you get him to push right instead, just kill him and then continue. And at this point, you need 5,500 gold, a minimum, because after this you are going to Outpost to buy a Conjurer's Coat and Charge Slash. And let's say that you have 5,470. You have to break this checkpoint, otherwise you can't afford Conjurer's Coat and Charge Slash. And my phone is ringing, but never mind that. So you need 5,500 gold, and then if you have it, just continue. Just dust knuckle the checkpoint and continue. Right now, it doesn't matter how much gold I have because I'm doing a tutorial. So, Plague Knights. Plague Knight. Some people actually jump here to get close to the corner on the right side as you're falling down. Don't do that because you're wasting frames. You're literally wasting frames, so don't do that shit. So right here, you hold right, you just hold right the entire time and fall down. This fight, in the beginning, he always jumps right to the corner and when he lands in the corner, he does one more jump straight up, and then when he falls down, he throws a potion, a fire thing, and then he jumps one time or twice or sometimes 3 times. And sometimes he jumps twice and then he jumps back to the right. It's all about knowing the patterns. I cannot explain every single pattern because that will take too much time. But I have a tip, and that is not chase after him the entire time. Do not do that. Don't chase after him the entire time. So I'm gonna show you, like, I'm gonna do a fight right now, and I'll... oh, also in the beginning, double projectile glitch. And you jump with him. Because that was actually a really good fight, except I didn't get the last hit. But if you are... sometimes when you get to him, I'm gonna do this. In the beginning of the fight, before I always jumped directly, and I went to him to the corner. But right now, it's actually better to do projectile glitch in the beginning of the fight, and then just run straight up to him, do 2 hits, and then you jump with him, reflect the first fire that he throws out, the first projectile, and then hit him at the same time. So it looks like this. And you always want to try and jump with him. Like, after he throws a fire thing, he starts to do a jump. And so you want to jump with him. So you can do as much damage as possible, so you can never stop shoveling. It can be really annoying sometimes, but if you just practice him, I have practiced Plague and I have done him hundreds and hundreds of times in runs and in practice, that every single pattern, he can still give me problems, but it's all about knowing the pattern, adapting and reacting. That's all there is. So I'm gonna show it one more time and see if I can get a different pattern. That was also a pretty decent fight. But that's it. And after Exploratorium, you want to have above 8,000 gold so you can afford Conjurer's Coat and Shard Slash, and then you're done. And after this, if you do not get Reist, which hopefully you don't get, then you're fine. Then you're going to Outpost, and then after that it's Iron Whale. So thank you for watching this part 5 of Exploratorium. I think I covered everything. If I did not, just message me on Discord or Twitter or Twitch, and I'm always happy to help with the small details or whatever. So yeah, next part is part 6, Iron Whale, and that is the first level with Conjurer's Coat and Shard Slash. So that's gonna be fun. So thank you for watching. Keep shoveling. Have fun.